a lot of people are curious, like, how long does the program take, and can you really have a lucrative business as an intimacy coach? And I'm just going to level with you. You can. As an intimacy coach, you can charge anywhere from $150 to $300 an hour, and sell your packages anywhere from $1,000 to $15,000 for a package. $15,000 is high, granted. It's not necessarily easy to get to that place, right? But it is doable because one of my students does it and does it. So all of that to say that sky's the limit for you, but you've got to put in the work and the time. And that's really what it boils down to. I'm not a fan of hustle culture or competing to, make more, do more than someone, do more than you can for yourself. But I will say that obviously when you put in the hard work, you will reap the benefits. That doesn't mean to say that you've got to put in all the hard work at once and reap the benefits right away. I started my business 20 years ago. It takes time. It takes time, it takes dedication, and it takes, you've got to put in the hours. So I don't know what that looks like for you and what it's going to look like for your business and your journey to becoming a sex therapist and or an intimacy coach. I train both. So it's really up to you how much work you put in. And I will say it's the long haul. It's the journey. That's the fun part. It's, you have to start somewhere. You certainly have to start somewhere. And where you start is not going to be at the top. It's not going to be selling that $15,000 course. You can get there in a short period of time if you're diligently working on a regular basis. I used to think that social media was a really good way to gain a following and sell your programs. I've since then changed my story a little bit. I don't necessarily think that is the end-all be-all for everyone. When I started out, social media was in its infancy, and nowadays social media there's just a lot of noise out there, a lot of competition, and getting that root following, your sort of core following, can take a little bit of time and dedication and patience and deliberation, right? So all of that to say that it's 100% doable, but the social media game has changed. With that said, I think that having a social media presence, whereas when I started, it was optional, I don't think that is necessarily the case anymore. It's not optional. But there are things that you can do to increase your reach, and the game has changed a little bit. So I don't think that it's the end all be all, but I do think that it's an important part of running your business today if you want to be self-employed and make the kind of money that you can survive on. So all of this is to say that I don't know what your journey is going to be like. I don't know what else you've got going, what else you have on your plate. I will say this: start now. If you have a dream, if you have a passion, start now. Don't wait. Do a little bit every day, because you'll be somewhere different a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, if you work diligently every day. I didn't just I didn't just like all of a sudden become, a successful sex therapist overnight. I definitely put in a lot of hard work, and I continue to put a lot of hard work into the products that I offer and into the work that I do with my clients, with my students, with my sex therapy students, and with my intimacy coach students. So I have a lot of people that I take care of, essentially, that I have to think about. And I'm constantly thinking about how I can improve what I offer to people today, even after 20 years. So it's a lifelong journey. And your journey is personal to you. Your journey is going to be unique to you. Your journey is going to be something that only you get to do. And you're going to do it in your own special, unique, beautiful way. And I don't know what that is. But you're not going to know what that journey is until you open the door and start. So you got to start somewhere.